MoMo on the move. In honor of spooky season, I have invited my girl Gia here. She is a little bruja. For those of you who don't know what bruja is, that means witch in Spanish. And I decided to bring my little wizard along. So today, Gia is going to tell us all about brujeria and teach us some spells. So you have the floor now, Gia.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Where do I start?
I don't know. We got a lot going on
We
here.
do. We have a lot going on. We have
I
our
just want to know
candles.
what everything is.
I got you. Okay, so we have our candles set up right here. We have our crystals in the front.
Okay.
We have blue, red, green, and yellow. We have our white candle and we have our black candle.
Okay.
Over here we have our herbs and all of the recipes we'll be using to make our spells and potions. And some of our glass jars along with some of the candles we'll be using as well.
Dope.
I already cleansed the space with cedar and some palo santo. I have white sage incense to put
Okay.
and use in our spell jars.
I am excited.
Yes! And then some peacock feathers because why not?
Because why not? And she also has a little witch room if you can't see them.
So I have a couple questions.
Dale.
But can I ask questions or is this a no questions?
Ask some questions. You can ask
I
questions.
gotta ask questions because Anyway, question number one. Where did you learn this? Does this come from your family? Did your grandma teach you this? Where does this come from? Also,
Yes.
how much is this set up if any of the viewers want to be a wizard or a witch or is that, I don't know if that's the right word, don't put a spell on me.
Oh my god.
That's not how it works. Kind of, but not really. Not for me. I think I always gravitated towards magic. I was that little kid that would play in the mud and throw leaves and sticks together and call it a potion or a concoction.
Okay.
But also, abuela, I grew up watching my grandmother, and she's from Puerto Rico, and she would make these healing teas with leaves and fruit rinds. Or it's funny, I used to with my cousin, she'd line me and my cousins up, comb out our hair, and she'd throw together aguacate, mayonnaise, olive oil,
Grandmas be
some
knowing.
egg yolks. Yeah, and she'll call it a leave-in conditioner. So I did kind of grow up with it, but as we all know, being from the Caribbean diaspora, colonization affects the entire diaspora, and one of the areas that it affects is religion. So, as we know, Christianity was kind of forced on my ancestors, and a lot of them had to practice behind the veil of the Christian faith. So when you look at Christianity or Catholicism, I grew up in a Catholic home. I grew up within the Catholic Church. I did all the confirmation, communion. The last thing I gotta do maybe is get married. Who knows? I grew up within that mindset, and I realized that it didn't resonate with me very much. I didn't see myself in it. I had so many questions. So as a way to pull at faith, maybe. Try to find myself in that narrative. I gravitated more towards customs that maybe the Tainos or the African slaves that were brought onto the island would do. And there's so many facets of what people call magia, right? But essentially, I think it's faith. And I think we all need a little bit of that right now. And for me,
Yes.
this is how I practice, yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So you think we'll learn some spells to take home with and the viewers can take home?
Well, everything, it's funny because spells can be absolutely anything. It can be a manifestation of today I'm gonna have a good day. Boom, that's a spell.
I know some spells. I'll be whispering some things in Monica's ears.
Oh, yeah?
She be doing what I
Boy,
ask.
if you don't those are spells you don't want to say out loud. Not here,
can
not
we just
here.
keep it to Gia's spells today,
So
please?
we're gonna start with the washing the dishes spell that we're gonna cast on Monica.
That's what I'm gonna cast
That's,
on Thor.
an attraction spell, maybe. We can
I think
play
I gotta
around.
manifest harder for him to wash the dishes.
I know I need to stay washing dishes.
My hands, they're dry. You know why? Because I be washing. Anyway, Gia,
Ooh.
I would love to know what each color of these candles mean.
That is a great question. So obviously, I'm gonna pull up my phone as well because there's so many things. Sometimes I have to look it up. But
Yeah.
white is for divination,
Okay.
for peace, for purity. Black, you guys probably can't see, but we have a black candle over here for protection. For protection, yes. And I like that it's the tobacco smell, what can I say? And then we have our red candle over here. You gotta remember, color is also the color for our heart chakra, our sacral chakra, excuse me. There you go. We have our yellow candle. It's not really lit very well right now. The wick is a little
It's
funny,
baby lit
but
right now.
it signifies intelligence, luxury, memory, masculinity. Green, abundance, prosperity.
Money.
Blue, I always think of one of the orishas in the Yoruba tradition would be Yemaya. And that's something we probably have heard a lot in like salsa songs.
Okay.
Songs to Yemaya. And she's the goddess of fertility, prosperity. She has a heavy hand, you know, she's stern in where she stands, and I like to use the blue candle for that. But the blue candle,
The one? I hope so.
the fur.
No,
That's
no, no.
another
I didn't hear the
attraction
first
spell
part.
I wasn't prepared for. Okay. The blue
Chill out.
The blue one is also focus, forgiveness, and good fortune, and water, which is also for Yemaya.
Okay.
Yes. So those are the candles.
Uh-huh.
Over here we have our candle holders, as you want to be safe about the candles that you're using. We don't want to
start fires here. California's got enough of them.
listen. And then we have our spell jars. We have pink, which could be used if you're trying to talk to the goddess Venus. It is for love. It is for fertility, passion.
Okay.
And then again, because we are doing a money attraction, abundance spell, we'll be doing that with a green candle. Over here, we have some oils. We have some oils. We have
She got the whole
bergamot.
set.
I have the whole thing.
She came
I have-
prepared.
I did a whole ass box. I'm so sorry. Thank you for carrying
Yeah,
that for me.
welcome.
I was like, I need help. Salió Monica. No, Thor. So we got bergamot. We have lemongrass, which you guys have probably cooked with at some point. Also has
Thai
healing,
food.
healing properties, magical properties, and rosehip oil.
Okay.
And I'll explain what each one is when we go into our spell work. And then I have some herbs. I have basil that I dried actually last night at home.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, I have.
Fresh.
Yes, juniper berries. We have motherwort, yarrow, and raspberry leaf. And we have dried rosemary.
So where do you get all of this stuff?
Honestly,
in case our viewers
Like
wanna-
Northgate?
Honestly, I'll go to Vallarta. I'll go to Vallarta and I grab a handful of like rosemary or basil or like bay leaves. I also have bay leaves here. And then I'll dry them at home or I'll cook with them as well.
Or do you put them like in the sun, or how do you dry them?
You can
like
do
in
it.
the
You can
oven?
put it in the sun if you want to. You can put it in the oven.
Mhm.
You can let it sit overnight, but you always want to make sure that you wash your produce, anything, your herbs, your fruit, whatever you're using.
And the crystals?
The
Trader Joe's.
crystals, the Trader Joe's. The crystals have either been gifted to me or I have picked them out myself. I'm still learning. This is also like an evolving practice.
Okay.
I don't know what each one like signifies exactly, but we have a clear quartz, we have a rose quartz, we have a tiger eye over there, and then
What's your favorite one?
what's my favorite one is tiger eye. And also, like, I'm a nervous person, so sometimes I like to have something that I can like a stress zone,
Yeah.
right? And it also is for protection.
Okay. Tiger eye.
Yeah, and I think I'm an empathic person. I'm an empath, right? So like I can sense energies very easily. These things are supposed to help me kind of create a boundary to not be so susceptible
Got it.
to negative vibes.
Okay. Okay.
What are you sensing right now?
What am I sensing?
What are your
They do want her to
vibes?
get the dishes done, is what I'm sensing.
I am not washing those dishes anymore today.
Se van a quedar ahí. We have Florida
Probably.
water. We have rose petals that I dried. Cinnamon, white salt, pink salt, excuse me. And then I have glitter because it was not cute.
So she's gonna be teaching us 3 spells, right?
Yes.
What are they?
So first we're gonna do a money attraction spell.
Everybody
We're
wants
gonna be
that.
dressing a candle today. And we'll do a little, to try to get some money in our pockets because everybody knows we need that right
Everybody
now.
always needs that.
little bit of financial security. And then we're gonna be doing a self-love spell jar. Yes. The third one is just a quick one to kind of like if you don't have the ability to do this, which is kind of a DIY, pretty like arts and craft kind of situation here. This is a fast one. You just need a $1 bill and you need some cinnamon and put it in a wallet. See what comes your way. We're gonna do too many spells because I need money in my pockets right now.
Word, I feel you. All right, it's gotta get paid.
Hell yeah, it's not gonna pay itself.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's get into it.
I'm
Okay,
excited.
I put this little piece so that we don't take too much. You can both use it.
Look at Monica with this money.
Nice.
Like abundance is coming your way already. Boom.
Heck yeah. Aye.
Alright, let me
You gotta
get
work for that.
And let me get $1 just cause.
No.
Alright, so the first one we're gonna do is our money attraction spell.
Yes,
Right.
let's get
Let's
to
see
the
this.
So-
business here.
Thor is gonna
Watch.
and we are going to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna actually put these on this side of my bag. Alright, so we have our candle holders. Always err on the side of caution. We have our white sage incense. We'll light that up. I always like to start with a little bit of a cleansing of whatever I'm using.
Okay.
Cleanse it up. We'll cleanse a little candles. We'll cleanse. Why is this not lighting? Damn son. Come on!
You gotta like wait.
You gotta
Until
feel
you
it.
see
You
the-
gotta
So
feel
I'm
it.
impatient. You come once, yeah.
You see the tip is red, you know?
With the tip. Okay. I
Tip
usually
is
thought that
red.
was a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a
But
bad thing. But not in this case.
Sorry. Cool. So we will now cleanse our bowl, our candle. Set that intention. Draw that abundance to you. Yes.
Okay, and then
Ow.
where do I put this?
That's a great question. Sometimes actually, you know what I do?
That smells fantastic.
It's good, right? I'll put it in the candle.
Okay.
Wow,
That
I've
works.
never thought about that.
Just like if I don't have one, I don't want to get ash everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have our Himalayan pink salt, brand new, baby. Ahora es averigua cómo abrirlo.
Oh, that's that good stuff. That's that $4 salt.
Okay, aquí estamos. Okay. Don't do that.
En vivo.
En vivo. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of salt here at the bottom. I like to put some down. Again, for protection, you want to seal your spells because you don't want it to jump back and karmic hell
Oh yeah, let's not do that.
unleash on your
my
ass.
God.
Ahí empezamos.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm coming off this episode.
So
We're
now
not.
that these are anointed and they are purified, we're going to dress our candles. I have my notes right here because I am a very forgetful person. But in terms of the oils that we're going to be using to anoint our candle, we're going to be using today lemongrass.
Okay.
To foster openness, to foster clear and open communication, because if we're going to get really great jobs, we want to have both of those on our shoulders.
On deck.
On deck. Thank you. So lemongrass first, thank you that because this oil will be exciting. We're going to just use a little bit, anoint it. Again, with intention, the intention that
I always
you were-
forget that part. the
Yeah.
Intention.
the intention, and I like to anoint it like down towards me, not away from me, because I'm trying to attract things towards me. So I will anoint it towards me. Anointing. Make sure to move that wick out of the way. Here we go, and it smells so nice. We have basil as well. Oh my notes, don't look at them, guys. My secrets. Oh my god. Just kidding. So we have the basil. Love, good wishes. Actually basil was the herb of king, so this is like royalty right here, right? And we
Okay.
want protection.
You're in the presence of the king.
Hey, I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit on top here, right? And I'll let you do the same. Kind of roll it around with intention. Thank you, Monica. We're gonna get a little bit of cinnamon, my friends. So we're gonna use a little bit of cinnamon on top. Make sure we coat all areas. Cinnamon is for abundance,
Okay.
wealth, prosperity. Está cansado. We also have here, because the glitter, we have suns and moons. We want to invoke the power of the sun and the moon. The moon actually being, it's full. It's a full moon in Taurus actually on Saturday. So make sure if we're doing any witchy shit, we're doing it around that point of the day.
Okay.
Or that night.
That one was like.
Wow, look at this glitter.
Yeah, full moons are great for manifestation. Any moon phase is a good one, but full moons are definitely for manifesting in your life what you like, what you want, what you desire. It's a great time to reflect on how you get those things. We want to always make sure we're being responsible, safe, and healthy about it.
Okay.
Oh yes. So we're actually gonna get a bay leaf. Don't mind my prego. I try to reuse all my bottles as best as I can.
That's what my mom does.
Bay leaves you'll see a lot in like sancochos.
Yes.
And I want you with intention, again, always remember with intention. We're gonna look at this bay leaf. We're going to think about the amount that we may require at this time, or the things that you want to manifest. So it doesn't necessarily have to just be money. It could be that job, could be that house, could be some form of success, whatever that means to you. We're gonna light that bad boy up.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And let it just do its thing, yeah. I like to just put it down there, if I can.
I forget an intention.
You're like, I'm just gonna. All right, now we have our coins. I'll give one to you. I like to, if I'm gonna be using coins or money, I try to get new ones so that if.
Not that I'm gonna touch it.
I mean, thank you.
Corona.
I feel it. I'm a big believer in energies.
Well, that's why you're here.
For the first spell, and then for the next
You
two
were
spells.
here for the
No,
spells.
for the next two spells, I have to go wash these dishes.
Wow, if I come out of this podcast and these dishes are done,
Ooh,
that means my manifestations came true.
you're powerful, babe. Of course.
I'm gonna put it in there.
Yes, we're gonna put it in there.
You put it in there, girl. You put it in there.
So I'm going to melt the bottom of the candle. It's always a good way to kind of make sure that
Round
it
it.
sticks actually to our coin. Yeah.
It's up. It's up.
It's up.
Gotta give it some
Woo!
time, man. It goes up.
Yes. Gotta give it time.
Oh my God.
And let it sit right on your quarter. You don't have to have the quarter sitting on the bay leaf, but
should the
it
quarter
worked
be
out
facing
that way.
up, down? Which way should the quarter face?
You know, I don't know specifically. I don't think for me the specificity in that is too important, but if I learn differently, I'll let you know. Yeah. Whatever leftover herbs you might have, like on a
Sprinkle it in there.
Yeah, sprinkle it in there, why not? You know, any extra magia you can put together, I'm with.
Okay.
Ay, coño.
Oh shit.
Lo jodí. Right.
Alright.
All right.
My magic is in there, girl.
Yes. All right, baby. Now, again, with intention, we light this bad boy.
Wow. Oh, look how it's going up by itself. Magic.
I
Oh.
did not do that. What does that mean?
One step at a time.
I'm not getting any money.
Yes, you are.
Look
It's
at that.
gonna be a slow and gradual. No, I actually don't do candle readings, but that is a thing. Boom! Yay!
Oh my God, this is my first spell.
Where's my money though?
Let it rain.
All right, great, awesome.
So that's one.
First spell done. Woo!
On that note, I'm gonna do these dishes.
There's gonna be a magic spell.
Perfect. Awesome. So we have our love potion spell jars. I'm gonna say it's self-love because I'm scared of doing love spells. They can turn out bad thing.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's not do that.
We both live with our lovers, so let's
Hi, Kyle.
not do anything
I'm
to
going to, yeah.
harm that relationship.
Please no. All right, cool. So I'm
Self-love,
lighting this pink. Yeah, self-love, baby. So I'm gonna light this pink candle. We're gonna put it here, just a little pink candle to kind of get that self-lovery vibe with us right now. Put it in the center here.
Okay.
All right, so these are our spell jars. We're gonna start with sugar because although we both are very sweet, we want more sweetness in our life. Couldn't hurt, right? Here we go. So we are gonna open our spell jars. I'll open up yours for yours as well.
Okay.
We are going to bless these spell jars. Boom.
And so with that love candle, that self-love candle, you don't gotta do the whole shebang with the salt and the cinnamon because it's not like...
You can, but for sake of time
Got
today,
it.
well, because honestly, it's just the color. Sometimes you don't
At least
need
you got
do
to
the
see it
extra
once. You
stuff.
got to see it once.
Yeah, there's different ways to dress a candle for different purposes.
Okay.
Today we did it as a money drawing abundance spell. For this one, the pink candle serves well and perfect enough to just set the ambiance, right?
Got it.
Cool. We're gonna start with sugar. It can get everywhere. I suggest that you put down parchment paper. So
Wait, did you do it in this one? Did you?
I put the incense in
Okay.
yours. Yeah. Did you want to do it yourself?
It's
a
like
little?
smoky. No.
Yeah, you can put some more.
Let's smoke it up a little bit.
Smoke it up, boo. Smoke it. Smoke them if you got them.
It is hot.
Momo,
Yeah.
did you grow up? Here, you can put some sugar in there for you.
Okay.
Did you grow up like Catholic?
Very
Christian?
Catholic.
Yeah.
I did the whole shebang. I believe, but like I'm not really the best Catholic.
Yeah.
Some
Like I believe in God. People would see.
Yeah,
it
I
doing
believe
this.
that there's a higher power out there, but
Right.
I never did any of this, and I don't think any of my aunts. I feel like one of them would be into this, but I
Yeah.
just never was exposed to
Right.
any of this.
Honestly,
so this is exciting. This is kind of cool.
I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, it's not like my family did it either. Honestly, I'm more what you would consider a green witch, which leads me to our rose petals here, obviously for love, passion, lust for yourself. Because I mean, hey, it's cool to be single too, boo boo. Love
Yeah.
yourself always.
Yeah, you gotta love yourself, especially if you're not dating right now, because
Yeah, 'cause
times
the
are
world-
tough right now to be dating.
Babe, we can use all the love and all the sweetness we can get. Yeah.
Self-love is the best love.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with more concerned with, but I do gravitate more towards learning about herbs and their healing properties, how they can help ailments, tinctures. Like I'm learning about all this stuff. I'm not necessarily like an expert by any means.
Got it.
But I like to try to
I'm
share with you
glad
what I
that
know.
you're sharing your knowledge of what you know already with me and my viewers.
Yeah, I like to do some cute shit with you anytime, girl. You already know.
What better time than Halloween, baby?
Yes. All right, we have.
Oh, we don't close it yet. Oops.
Not yet. We're gonna fill this
My
bad
bad, I got
boy
excited.
up. We're gonna stuff it with all of the beautifulness that this beautiful Mother Earth offers us. And that leads me here to our rosemary, right? Rosemary is great for protection. You want to protect yourself, not necessarily from any you want to protect yourself maybe sometimes from your own negative thoughts, you know?
Doubts, anxiety.
We talk a lot about that. We
Yeah.
do. Little protection.
Yeah, that comes a lot in the industry. Of
Yes.
entertainment,
Oh,
darling.
yes. You know, you want to fortify yourself, and sometimes this is a visual, physical way of doing that, right? We're gonna use basil again because I just, God, right?
She
The little
just really wants
prosperity.
pizza.
I know. I'm already envisioning the cheesiness of the
slice.
mozzarella.
The mozzarella.
Prosperity, you know, basil's great for prosperity as well. And it just smells so good.
Bringing all the good juju into the studio.
Yes, honey, always, 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 always. We have motherwort. Motherwort is fertility, longevity, and not fertility just to like literally have babies, but like you birth projects, right?
Yeah.
We want MoMo on the Move to be a fertile situation for abundance to keep coming to this beautiful studio, right?
Yeah, more episodes, you know.
Absolutely. So we got Motherwort. I'll let you open that. Peace, protection. It can also reverse hexing as well. Maybe you've been hexed.
Peace protection.
Who knows?
What's being hexed?
Hexed, honestly, like, yeah, hexed in the, like, you know, witchy Disney kind of way.
Like,
be
kind of
I
like
hexed
some
her.
voodoo shit?
Right, yeah.
Like,
but like
someone wished bad things upon me.
exactly, mal de ojo, protection of mal de ojo. Sometimes
we
people
need
can
some
just look at you and be like,
protection.
that could be a house right
I
there.
don't know who's hexing me out there, but for all you hating ass bitches, here you are.
Boom, for all you hating ass bitches.
So what is motherwort, like, exactly?
Motherwort is an herb. It doesn't flower, I don't believe, but again, I am still learning a lot about this. It is also really great for the female reproductive system, just like yarrow or raspberry leaf. You can drink them in
Put
teas.
some in there, you want to sprinkle some in there?
Yes, please, thank you, boo. Heck yeah.
Alright.
A little bit here of some rose hip oil. Because you can always double up on some rose lovin'. Always but double up on the rose lovin'. Here you go. A little bit goes a long way, baby. I like to throw in a little Florida water for purification.
That Florida water.
Yeah, dude, you can get it pretty much anywhere. Here you go.
This is from Florida?
No. It's actually one of the oldest colognes.
Oh.
It is one. That's
Was
perfect.
that too much?
No, that's
Okay.
great. That's one of the oldest colognes in the world.
Okay.
You'll see it. You'll see it in Vallarta. You'll see it at any like little witchy store. I really like to go to the Green
For
Man.
those of you who don't know what Vallarta is, that's a Mexican supermarket out there on the West Coast. We ain't got that shit on the East Coast.
We do not.
So-
We got Stop and Shop, Star Market.
Yeah.
Maybe the Botanica or maybe
We
the
have like a
Bodega.
Bravo for all the Caribbean
Right.
Dominicans out there.
Thank you. Yes.
But think of it as the Mexican Bravo.
There you go. There you go. I'm gonna put a little pink salt now that this thing is open. I'll throw a little bit of pink salt over the top here. I'll give that to you. Right, so with the intention of loving ourselves, with the intention of accepting ourselves, all of ourselves, the beauty, the darkness, our strength, we now seal our jars. Girl. So salt is used as a sealant. Excuse me. Salt is used as a seal. We can also use candle wax, and what's really great is that we already have a pink candle going. So we'll
see what you did there.
we'll seal it with that.
That's for success.
That's
Do you
right.
want it to like cover the whole top?
Kind of, yeah. Like it doesn't have to be super dramatic, but just want to cover the top.
Okay.
Right, so that magic that you put in that jar stays in there. Yeah, boom, there you go. You can do that for yourself too. Now I will say that like I'm still learning a lot. I like to have fun and kind of during quarantine, I started doing this stuff to kind of take up the time and feel creative and feel like I'm practicing, fulfilled, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I could be using something wrong. If y'all have any suggestions,
Drop it in the comments below.
you already know. But
I'll
you know,
provide
this
her
is a fun.
Instagram and all that good stuff so you can get in contact with the lovely.
I'm all about sharing resources.
So when was the first time you like saw someone do this? Or did you just learn this on your own?
I learned this on my own. I share a lot of resources with other women in my community that are like, hey, mediums, other empaths. My god sister, also, she's been a great influence in guiding me. But I think Magia's everywhere. I mean, when people say the Book of Psalms is a spell book. You know, Magia's in everything that we do. It's so ingrained. Ritual is so ingrained. And I love ritualistic things that I get to share with my loved ones, with you, right? Like, how cute is this?
This is mad cute.
You know?
Wow. Okay, so now we sealed the deal here.
We
with
sealed
our
the deal.
self-love.
Now you can put this on your altar if you have an altar. You can put it next to your candles, next to your bed. If you want, put it in your car. If you spend a lot of time in your car, put it in a little cup holder. Just like a visual reminder of, hey, I went through all of this because I want a visual reminder that I love myself. Right?
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah, and a lot of these things you can find in the supermarket. You can get yourself. We want to make sure we're buying from sustainable businesses. We want to make sure we take care of Mother Earth as we cultivate this practice.
All right. So we're moving on to our last
Yes.
spell, ladies and gentlemen.
This one's a quick one. This one's a quick one because I thought, well, you know, not everybody has access to these things. There is a amount of privilege that I'm exercising here. I want to be responsible about that. We're going to use un poquito de agüita, right? And
How do we want the bill facing?
so I like to have it facing up with this.
With Mr. George.
Yeah, with the colonizer's face up, you know. So I'm going to actually wet my fingers. Where did I put that cinnamon? Oh, it's right over here.
Oh, it's over here.
I'm gonna wet my fingers and I'm gonna get the cinnamon here. Right, I'm gonna put some on my hands. There you go. And I'm gonna cover up this bill with cinnamon. If you need to wet your hands a little bit more, do it. Wet it with some cinnamon. Get it wet.
In all senses of the word, guys. Never forget.
Yeah. It's funny, a lot of these things, when I started like really researching it, it's kind of in our culture, like Dominicana, Puerto Rican, like there's a lot of stuff that we do that we don't even know are rituals, que son magia, that are influenced by these traditions. Brujeria, Santeria, voodoo. There's so many. I'm still learning. All right. So it doesn't look very pretty, but that's not the point, right?
Yeah, it looks like someone took shit.
But $1
you
bill.
know what?
So we let it dry, right? And we fold it up, and you put this bad boy in your wallet, so as to attract some coins into your
Let's
purse.
put a lot of cinnamon on that.
And it
Abundance.
smells great. Yes, abundance. There you go. We'll leave it like
That was
overnight
easy.
to dry. Yeah, leave it
Okay.
overnight to dry. Again, I'll get one of these. Anoint it with that white sage. I will say I'm using the white sage incense instead of actual white sage. I do have it here, but I'm trying to stay away from white sage right now because it is an endangered being. So I use cedar and I use Palo Santo instead.
Got it.
So as to make sure we respect
I did
that
not know
herb.
that was endangered.
Yeah, like it's just not being harvested sustainably right now.
Okay.
And I'm also trying to be respectful of indigenous people and their beliefs. And I think although it's in my history, I don't quite know yet. So I want to
Got
proceed
it.
with caution and respect if I can.
Copy that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Gia. I hope those of you watching back home got something out of this and learned 3 new spells for your personal self-love and your money issues.
Abundance, yeah.
Thank you. This was my first time making these spell jars
Yay.
and whatnot, and I hope that this ends up working because I'm a manifest when that moon comes out on Saturday. So
Hey, you already manifesting. You were telling me you were busy this week. Booked and busy, baby.
booked and busy. I'm unemployed, but still booked and busy.
There we go.
So wow,
Blessings.
thank you for coming on to my show and giving me all the bruja powers
Thank
here.
you for the capes also.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll catch you next time on the next episode of MoMo.